All right, probation, this is an application. Counsel, you received all discovery. Did you review it with your client?
I had, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Rodriguez, did you review the document entitled Application for Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
You're charged with driving while intoxicated with a child under 15. That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you. You will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I believe she does.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe she does.
Ms. Rodriguez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, if you're not a U.S. citizen, you could be deported, denied naturalization, and not allowed re-entry into the United States?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. There's a $2,000 fine. State recommends the state recommends community supervision. They're taking in consideration 2025 CC 011952, and there's to be restitution to Victor Flores. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
It is, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions? Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 4 years. There be a top evaluation, 100 hours of community service restitution, ignition interlock for half the term, 2-year license suspension, parenting classes, AA meetings, and UAs. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. State moves to admit what has been marked as State's Exhibit 1 in all attachment.
No objection, Your
All
Honor.
right, state, you may be excused.
Good.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same.
Anyone?
All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, I mean, this is her first criminal offense. I mean, obviously, situation she is at right now, that the court has her attention. I believe she's going to be a very good probationer, and you're not going to hear from her again, Judge.
All right, so how often have you been drinking?
I haven't since then.
All right, so here's the thing, and I tell this to people all the time. When I was a defense attorney, I never had a client who said, my intention was to go out, get as intoxicated as I could, drive, hit someone. I've never had anybody say that. But the problem is when you go out drinking, you lose control of your normal faculties, both mental and physical. And then you go out and you hit somebody. And you had a child in the vehicle that could have easily been a dead child, That could have easily been a child that was severely injured, because usually, and I haven't done the statistics on this, my professor would be upset with me for saying this. But normally what I see, the person who drinks and drive, they usually end up walking away. The passengers end up being injured. The person they hit ends up being injured. You just have the soccer mom or the grandfather who's just enjoying their life and somebody's drinking and they hit them. You're one of those people who cannot drink alcohol at all. And while you're on this probation, you're not allowed to drink alcohol at all.
Yes, ma'am.
So don't drink. You don't need to have alcohol to have a good time.
Yeah, and I've been sober since then. I haven't touched any beer, nothing, and I'm not trying to either, especially because of my kids and my granddaughter.
Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is finding you guilty. Are you employed?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do?
I work at O'Reilly's.
Auto parts.
Yeah.
Ah.
parts.
Okay. Well, you know, but now that song is going to be in my head forever. Thank you a lot.
But mine too, Judge.
That song's been in my head, especially because I did the parade for work.
So do you sell parts and give people
Yes.
advice?
I'm a dispatcher. I sell parts, I pull parts, make sales, everything, basically.
All right. Court is going to sentence you 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 4 years. There's a $2,000 fine. That will be probated. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be a TAP evaluation out of custody. Follow TAP recommendations, with the exception if they recommend inpatient treatment, we'll start with outpatient treatment. There's going to be 30 sober meetings in 30 days. 100 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order the parenting classes. Once the parenting classes are complete, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Field visits 1 time per month for 3 months. Ignition interlock for half the term. A 2-year driver's license suspension. The victim impact panel live. DWI education course. And there's to be restitution, if any, to Victor Flores. Norma, I need a restitution hearing in 3 weeks, please. That's 3 weeks? Yes. No problem. I was like, are we already there?
Oh, I'm fine.
All right, September 16th, the state is gonna come in. State on this case, September 16th, that will be our restitution hearing. Taking consideration 2025 CC 011952. Probation, is there anything else? All right, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Just anything that what I could do to stay out of trouble, which I still have
I
been.
think they're doing a good
All right,
job.
just make sure you communicate with probation. That's a big start, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
If there's anything you need, just let us know. Let probation officer know. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can come back to court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and does she only have a warrant on this case? All right, so, and the court will recall the warrant. All right, thank
Good
you.
job.
Thank you.
All right, where's Mr. Martinez?
He's coming. Cause I'm gonna ask for a reset on this, I haven't gotten all the discovery. They told me there's some stuff that has to be, can't be put on the,
All right, Norma, it has, so were you retained?
right.
Okay,
But let me ask you, cause on the way, nothing comes out on the e-discovery on my.
but they have they have Sean Sheffield still listed as his attorney.
I'll find my notice, Your Honor.
All right, so that's probably why, if you're not getting discovery, that's probably the reason.
I'll file it today.
All right, Norma, can you make sure that this attorney is is listed? All right, and I need a 30-day reset for discovery. All right, September 29th. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. All right, do we have anyone else? Abdul Miller?
But they all have one judge.
Okay. All right, do you have all the discovery?
Yes, Judge, it's an NPR. We're not getting to the unindicted matters just yet on his case, but he wants to set this for a contested hearing.
All right, Norm, I need a contested MTR hearing. And could I see the file on the MTR, please? It's Abdul Miller. When do you want to do the contested hearing? All right. State on Abdul Miller, page 8. It's going to be a contested hearing on September 10th.
Okay, Judge, September 10th.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
I'll let you know what's going on.
Thank you.
File it over there. Thank you.
You got it.
All right, do you have another one? Hmm? Okay, thank you. Eddie Sullivan?
Yes, Your Honor. Morning, Judge.
Good morning.
I had a chance to do a jail visit with Mr. Sullivan. I conferred with Jason. I was gonna ask to recall it a week or two.
Mhm.
He had family members in the gallery.
Mhm.
I didn't have permission to speak to family who had been calling us.
Yes.
We're asking him to just come back 1 or 2 weeks. We anticipate that this would be a non-contested.
Mhm.
And I need to get in touch with Sister Rodicia. She has some medical documentation that would assist him with his plea.
All right. So you're saying a couple of weeks?
Just, I would say next week, but I understand next week is not a good week.
Yes, it's a judicial conference, so I will not be here.
Just, if I can get a Thursday, whenever you're back on a Thursday.
All right, what date? That's what he's saying, either day. You can either do it when I'm back or you can do it when the visiting judge is here because I have jury duty the second week.
The 11th. Okay, with the 11th. That's it. Oh, wait.
Okay.
When Miss Judge Boyd is present. They can't.
All right, so we'll bring you back on the 18th.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank
You should thank Jason. Thank you, sir.
I don't think it's gonna be over.
All right, probation, Sullivan is being recalled for the 18th. All right, anyone else ready? Thank you. Have a good one. Alfredo Guzman. Good morning. All right, and we are here for,
Compliance hearing, apparently he moved without permission.
could I see let me see if I have it. I think I may have it. Let me see. I have it. Y'all emailed it to me. Thank you. All right, so, sir, here's my question for you. Are you on probation? So why do you think that if you're on probation, you get to make your own decisions without contacting probation beforehand?
No, ma'am. I've been in contact with my probation officer. I let her know that I was gonna be losing my apartment, that I had permission to travel to Fredericksburg.
Oh, and did she say you could move to Fredericksburg?
No, ma'am, I was starting to stay there in the weekends and I lost my job.
No. See, you're not internalizing what I'm saying.
Just
Did probation give you permission to move to Fredericksburg?
eventually, yes.
But no, before the move,
Well, I was staying there. I was spending the night there visiting, but I was not staying there. I still had
did
an apartment
probation give you permission?
to travel. Yes, ma'am.
No, my question is, did they give you permission to move to Fredericksburg?
I
That's
wasn't-
either yes or no.
Not live there, no, but I was visiting.
All right, so again, you are on probation. Why do you think you can just do what you want to do? I'm sorry,
I don't think that, ma'am. I knew it.
but your actions are saying something different. You are not allowed to move to different places without probation's prior permission. When you're on probation, that is a contract. It does you no good to ask for forgiveness rather than permission. While you're on probation, you have to ask for permission.
Right.
Because when you're coming with probation and you're asking for forgiveness, you know what that results in? That results in me getting notice that you're asking for forgiveness, which asking for forgiveness is a violation of your probation. So you need to ask for permission prior to making moves because you're under contract. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Probation. Are there any other concerns? Has anybody received any type of documentation that he is actually now living in Fredericksburg? And then we have on this supplemental report that they made contact with you for 4 field visits. and they attempted to complete the field visits, but I'm assuming you were not there.
I mean, honest, my work schedule had me away from home.
Did you tell them that?
Yes, ma'am. I had text messages where I was communicating with a visitation officer. And I let him know the situation in my work schedule. And I also let my probation officer know.
Here's the thing. I don't know why they would put in their report they're attempting to make field visits if you made contact with them and said, I'm not going to be there.
They called me and they sent me text messages. And
Call you and said, where are you, right?
well, they asked me if I was home and I said, no, that wasn't work.
Mhm. So that's not, that, again, that's, you're not understanding what permission is.
Resigned on August 25th, addressing just transfer to resign.
This copy of
You cannot, I repeat, you cannot ask for forgiveness anymore. Do you understand? You're going to have to ask for permission. The next time you ask for forgiveness, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to receive notice. And in that notice, they're going to ask, should we do a compliance hearing? What should we do? And if it's the same thing where you're not following through and you're just living your life, and I know people just want to live their life, but when you're on probation, you just can't live your life like everyone else because you're on probation, you're under contract. You understand? So no more asking for forgiveness. You need to ask for permission. Now, is there anything else you need from the court?
No, not this time.
All right. So probation, you sent me this supplemental report, and they were asking for Sabbath is listed on here. So your conditions include intensive outpatient treatment. So have you been doing that?
My probation officer is waiting to get back to me and I told her whenever we're available to start that I'm ready to start that. I've completed the 120 days. I started to look into parenting classes online and other resources online, so I should start taking
All
care
right,
of that.
so you need to start
And
intensive outpatient treatment ASAP. Anything else?
no, I was gonna finish by saying that I spoke with the probation officer. She said she was gonna get back to me as soon as she heard back from outpatient or whoever, whatever office or
They're here.
people were gonna, set me up for that so I can start those classes on.
So you're gonna start it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else, probation?
No.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. for your
You're
time.
welcome.
You have a great day, ma'am.
Thank you. You too. Thank.
Finally, they let you. 5 years. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Surprised you've made it this far.
Oh, okay.
In the 10 years.
Yeah.
You were always a little difficult.
Thank you. All right, who do you all have?
Judge, this is off docket,
Mhm.
and I think I might have mentioned it, it's set for that September 8th or 9th, it's Robert
What's the-
Castillo.
What's the cost number?
Oh, you have it?
Yep, I can get to you in 1 second, Judge. Cooperate.
That's September 9th.
Didn't know it off the top of my head. Done so much with this one. Here we go. 2023 CR 8866.
And I'm sorry, CR 8, what?
8866.
Is this Castillo?
Yes.
It is, Judge.
All right, is there anyone else ready? Nicholas, carry on.
He's in federal custody.
On this one, do you know update on the,
Not an official update. We know he's pled last year on federal court. I'm trying to get a copy of the plea bargain and what he pled to, but I don't have it as of yet.
okay. So,
Just a couple weeks.
all right, Ms. Fergus, can you recall, carry on in 3 weeks? And we probably need him, bench warranted here.
I suspect looks like a live.
Oh,
So
okay.
let's give it for 2 weeks and then if you decide, I don't want you to go through the trouble with that one.
It is expensive.
Yes, yes.
All right.
And I know it'd be, it'll work for everybody, so.
All right, so we'll recall it for the 18th. You're welcome.
Great day.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye. Bye.
So, what other page was carry on? Okay. All right, thank you.
It's possible.
So, give me a second.
All right, anyone else ready?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
All right, Norma. Bring this back because they need to have a hearing on that violation report. Bring this back for the second week in September, please. And if you could let the visiting judge know that they still need to address the violation report. All right. Mr. Garcia, Antonio Garcia. All right, you're going to come back on September 10th. Your attorney is currently in a jury trial. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Thank you.
Yeah, I just got back with the qualifying. I can't go.
All right, who else is ready? Brian Martinez. Counsel on Bram Martinez. Hi. So did the state tender an offer?
They did today, if we can have, maybe till the 16th or so.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, if you can set this for a plea deadline date, the defense counsel is asking for, you say September 16th?
Or the 17th.
All right, September 16th would be your plea deadline date, and I'll need an acknowledgement of discovery if I have not received one.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Do you have any questions, sir? Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that took a turn. This hearing touched on a lot of moving parts, but the centerpiece was the plea from Ms. Rodriguez, who faced a charge of driving while intoxicated with a child under 15. Judge Boyd handled it with her trademark combination of firmness and humanity. She walked Rodriguez carefully through every right she was giving up, every consequence of her plea, and made sure the defendant truly understood that probation isn't just a suggestion. It's a contract. The judge didn't shy away from painting the picture. Alcohol and cars do not mix, and the stakes are higher when a child is in the vehicle. At the same time, she showed a little levity, joking about an O'Reilly Auto Parts jingle getting stuck in her head after Rodriguez mentioned her job. That kind of moment is signature Judge Boyd. It eases the tension without watering down the seriousness of the situation. Rodriguez herself came across as composed and contrite. When asked, she emphasized that she hasn't touched alcohol since the incident and was motivated by her kids and grandchild to stay sober. That sincerity matters, especially when paired with a defense attorney who vouched that she'd be a good probationer. The state did its job in laying out a firm structure: ignition interlock, license suspension, parenting classes, AA meetings, community service, and restitution. Judge Boyd adopted those terms and layered in her own standards, including sober meetings and probation check-ins, underscoring the idea that staying accountable is the only way forward. It's noteworthy that the court also prohibited her from working with minors or in home healthcare settings during probation, a clear safeguard considering the underlying facts. Elsewhere on the docket, we had other defendants with more procedural matters. Abdul Miller's motion to revoke was set for a contested hearing. Eddie Sullivan's case was continued, so his lawyer could connect with family and gather medical records, and Alfredo Guzman got a clear lecture about the difference between asking for forgiveness and asking for permission while on probation. Judge Boyd drilled into him that probation is a contract. You don't get to just move cities and hope it works out later. That exchange was classic courtroom education, patient but very direct, laying down a warning that the next slip could have harsher consequences. The broader atmosphere of the courtroom was steady, businesslike, and occasionally peppered with those moments of humor that keep long dockets manageable. Attorneys stayed on track, probation officers provided practical input, and Judge Boyd kept everyone moving without letting any details slide. By the end, the message was clear. This is a courtroom where defendants get heard, but excuses don't carry as much weight as honesty, preparation, and a willingness to follow through. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one,